Hello, and welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited to have you with us as we dive into a thought-provoking topic today. Why does being out of sync with the crowd, or not conforming, make you smarter and more attractive? This question may seem counterintuitive at first. After all, society often encourages us to blend in, to fit the mold, and to follow the crowd. But what if I told you that choosing to be different can actually unlock new levels of intelligence, creativity, and even charm? In today's world, it can sometimes feel like the key to success is found in fitting into the societal structures we encounter in our day-to-day lives. Yet, some of the most brilliant minds and influential individuals in history have succeeded by rejecting conformity. In this video, we will explore how being non-conformist, choosing a different path, and embracing individuality can lead to greater intelligence, confidence, and attraction. We will examine the science and psychology behind non-conformity, and why breaking away from the crowd may not just benefit your career or social life, but also help you develop your true, unique self. So, whether you're someone who has always felt different or someone curious about the concept of non-conformity, this video is for you. Let's dive in and explore the power of being unapologetically yourself in a world that often values sameness over individuality. Understanding non-conformity and its benefits. To begin with, let's define what we mean by non-conformity. Non-conformity is not about being deliberately rebellious or disruptive for the sake of being different. It's about resisting the pressure to adhere to norms, standards, and expectations that are set by society, and instead choosing to follow your own path. This could be in terms of appearance, beliefs, values, or even career choices. Non-conformity is about embracing individuality and authenticity, rather than suppressing your true self to fit into predetermined categories. The benefits of non-conformity are vast and can manifest in many areas of life. Let's start with how being out of sync with the crowd can actually make you smarter. When you choose to be different and think for yourself, you start to cultivate the ability to think critically and independently. Rather than following the herd, you are forced to analyze, reflect, and come to your own conclusions about the world around you. This process of independent thinking sharpens your intellect and broadens your horizons, helping you to see the world from a unique perspective. In contrast, those who always follow the crowd may miss out on the opportunity to develop their own ideas and beliefs. Instead of questioning the status quo or seeking alternatives, they may simply accept things as they are, limiting their potential for growth. Non-conformity, therefore, can make you smarter by forcing you to think outside the box and challenge conventional wisdom. This intellectual growth can make you a more innovative problem solver and a creative thinker, which is a highly attractive quality in both personal and professional relationships. The link between non-conformity and attraction. But now, let's explore the connection between non-conformity and attractiveness. It's true that in a world that often prioritizes fitting in, people who choose to stand out may face initial resistance. However, it's precisely this resistance to conformity that can make individuals more intriguing, charismatic, and attractive. Attraction, both physical and intellectual, is often driven by uniqueness. People who express their individuality, whether it's through their style, ideas, or actions, stand out in a way that others who blend into the crowd do not. This type of person exudes confidence, which is one of the most attractive qualities a person can possess. Confidence doesn't come from blending in or following the crowd, it comes from being comfortable in your own skin and being willing to stand apart, regardless of the opinions of others. Think about the people you found most magnetic or interesting. Often, it's the ones who dare to be themselves, who embrace their quirks and eccentricities, and who don't care about meeting conventional expectations. These people have an energy and presence that draws others in, and it's their non-conformity that sets them apart. They attract attention, not because they try to be different, but because they don't conform to societal expectations, and in doing so, they create a sense of intrigue and admiration. The key to this attraction lies in authenticity. When someone is authentic, others are naturally drawn to them. Nonconformity allows for this authenticity to shine through. By rejecting the need for approval or conformity, a nonconformist person is free to be their true self, and this genuine self-expression makes them all the more appealing. Nonconformity and the cultivation of self-confidence. A major benefit of embracing nonconformity is the boost it gives to your self-confidence. The world often pressures us to conform to social standards, whether it's how we dress, how we behave, or even how we think. Breaking free from these expectations can be incredibly empowering. It allows you to embrace who you truly are, without the need for validation from others. Self-confidence comes from within, and it's built on the foundation of self-acceptance. When you are unapologetically yourself, you are telling the world that you are comfortable with who you are, regardless of whether or not you fit in. This kind of confidence is magnetic. It doesn't come from being perfect or having all the answers. It comes from knowing that you are worthy of love, respect, and success simply for being yourself. In fact, many successful people who are admired for their confidence and charisma, such as innovators like Steve Jobs or artists like David Bowie, have all been nonconformists in some way. They didn't follow the traditional path, and they didn't let society dictate how they should behave. Instead, they carved out their own space in the world, and, in doing so, attracted others to their vision and authenticity. How nonconformity leads to personal growth and success. Beyond intellectual and social advantages, nonconformity can also lead to significant personal growth and long-term success. When you refuse to conform, you open yourself up to new opportunities and experiences. You stop limiting yourself to what others expect of you, and start exploring what truly excites and motivates you. Nonconformity often requires courage, the courage to take risks, to make mistakes, and to face criticism. But it is precisely these experiences that lead to growth. People who break free from the crowd often learn to trust themselves more, to develop resilience in the face of adversity, and to persevere when others might give up. These traits are essential for long-term success, whether you're building a career, starting a business, or pursuing a passion. Moreover, nonconformists are often more innovative. Because they are not bound by conventional thinking, they tend to come up with creative solutions to problems that others may overlook. This innovation can lead to groundbreaking achievements, whether in science, art, or business. By embracing nonconformity, you open the door to new experiences, challenges, and opportunities for growth. You may face criticism along the way, but those who succeed through nonconformity often end up achieving more than those who merely follow the crowd. The social benefits of nonconformity. Nonconformity doesn't just benefit you personally, it also enriches the social fabric of communities. When you embrace your individuality and refuse to conform, you inspire others to do the same. Nonconformists often become leaders and role models who encourage others to break free from the constraints of societal expectations. Furthermore, nonconformists tend to form deeper and more meaningful relationships. When you meet people who are also comfortable with being themselves, you create authentic connections. These relationships are based on mutual respect for each other's individuality, rather than on shared expectations or societal pressures. By rejecting conformity, you help create a culture of acceptance, where people are valued for who they are, not for how well they fit into a predefined mold. This type of culture fosters creativity, collaboration, and mutual respect, values that are essential for building strong, thriving communities. And the power of embracing nonconformity. As we wrap up today's discussion, I want to leave you with one important takeaway. Embracing non-conformity is not just about rejecting the norms for the sake of rebellion. It's about embracing who you truly are and having the courage to live authentically. When you choose not to conform, you open yourself up to a world of possibilities, intellectual growth, deeper social connections, and a more fulfilling life. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it has inspired you to embrace your uniqueness and explore the power of non-conformity in your own life. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Share your thoughts with us. How has being true to yourself helped you succeed or grow? Let's continue this conversation together.